Operational debt is the hidden cost created when organizations repeatedly bypass standards, postpone corrections, and accept temporary solutions as normal. A machine keeps running with a known problem. An employee creates a spreadsheet because the official system does not work. A quality issue is contained, but its root cause is never removed. A process exception becomes a daily routine. At first, these decisions may appear practical. Production continues. The customer receives the order. The immediate crisis is avoided. But the problem does not disappear. It remains inside the operation and creates future cost. This is operational debt. Like financial debt, it may solve a short-term problem while creating a larger obligation later. In this video, we will examine how operational debt is created, why organizations fail to see it, and how Lean Six Sigma can prevent temporary shortcuts from becoming permanent sources of waste. This is the fourth episode of Modern Lean Six Sigma: Hidden Failures in Operational Excellence. Operational debt is the accumulated burden created by unresolved process problems. It develops when an organization chooses a temporary solution but never returns to correct the underlying cause. The temporary solution may be necessary. A production team may need to keep an order moving. A maintenance team may need to restore equipment quickly. A service department may need to respond to an urgent customer request. The problem is not the temporary action itself. The problem begins when the temporary action becomes permanent. Imagine a machine that produces a small defect because one component is worn. The team increases inspection and manually removes defective units. Production continues. The customer is protected, but the worn component is not replaced. Now the company must pay for additional inspection, rework, material loss, and reduced capacity every day. The immediate problem was contained. The operational debt remained. Over time, organizations become dependent on extra effort to compensate for weak processes. People work harder, but the process does not become stronger. Most operational debt begins with a reasonable decision. A manager says, "We will do it this way only today." An employee says, "I will create a manual control until the system is corrected." A maintenance team says, "This repair will keep the machine running until the next shutdown." A quality team says, "We will add one more inspection until the root cause is identified." Each decision may be justified in the moment, but urgent work quickly replaces planned correction. The next problem appears. The next order becomes a priority. The temporary measure remains. After several weeks, employees stop seeing it as temporary. It becomes part of the process. The workaround may even be included in training for new employees. This is how abnormal conditions become standard behavior. The organization believes the process is functioning because results are still being delivered. But the process is now supported by extra controls, manual effort, repeated corrections, and individual knowledge. The official process says one thing. The real process depends on everything added around it. Operational debt creates cost in several ways. The first cost is additional labor. Employees spend time correcting data, checking information, repeating activities, and managing exceptions. The second cost is reduced capacity. Time used for rework and manual control cannot be used for value-adding work. The third cost is higher risk. Temporary solutions are often less reliable than permanent process improvements. The fourth cost is complexity. As workarounds accumulate, the process becomes more difficult to understand and manage. The fifth cost is dependence on specific people. One employee may know how to correct the system. Another may understand the unofficial sequence. A third may keep a personal spreadsheet that the entire department needs. If these people are absent, the process becomes vulnerable. Operational debt also affects decision-making. Reports may appear correct only because someone manually adjusts the data before management receives it. Performance may look stable because employees are working overtime or creating inventory to protect delivery. The organization sees the final result, but not the hidden effort required to produce it. Standard work defines the best known method for performing a process safely, consistently, and efficiently. But standards are often bypassed under pressure. Employees may skip a step to recover a delay. Managers may approve an exception to satisfy an important customer. Production may continue despite an abnormal condition. Occasional exceptions may be necessary, but repeated exceptions indicate that the standard and the real process are no longer aligned. There are two possibilities. The standard may be correct, but the organization is failing to provide the conditions required to follow it. Or the standard may no longer be realistic and needs to be improved. In both cases, repeated deviation should trigger investigation. Unfortunately, many organizations respond by normalizing the exception. Employees are expected to deliver the result regardless of process conditions. They learn that the standard applies only when there is enough time. This creates a dangerous message. Results matter more than process discipline. In the short term, this may appear flexible. In the long term, it creates instability. A process that depends on repeated exceptions cannot be predictable. Operational debt often creates heroes. An experienced employee stays late to correct a problem. A supervisor personally coordinates an urgent shipment. A technician keeps an unreliable machine operating through constant intervention. A manager solves conflicts between departments using personal influence. These actions may be valuable. They may protect the customer and prevent immediate failure. But heroic performance can hide process weakness. When the same person repeatedly saves the operation, the organization may celebrate the individual without questioning why the rescue was necessary. The process becomes dependent on extraordinary effort. This is not operational excellence. Operational excellence means that normal people can achieve reliable results through a well-designed system. It does not require constant emergencies, personal sacrifice, or informal intervention. The goal is not to eliminate initiative. The goal is to prevent initiative from becoming a permanent substitute for process capability. Operational debt is difficult to manage because it is rarely visible in one financial account. It is distributed across the operation. Some of it appears as overtime. Some appears as scrap. Some appears as maintenance cost. Some appears as delayed projects. Some appears as employee frustration. Some never appears clearly at all. Another reason is that organizations often prioritize urgent performance over process health. Managers are evaluated on this month's output, delivery, or cost. Correcting the root cause may require downtime, investment, or temporary loss of productivity. The organization chooses to postpone the correction. This decision may be rational once, but when it happens repeatedly, the debt grows. A third reason is lack of ownership. Everyone knows the workaround exists, but no one is clearly responsible for removing it. The problem sits between departments. Operations blame maintenance. Maintenance blames purchasing. Purchasing blames suppliers. Information technology blames unclear requirements. Without ownership, temporary measures survive indefinitely. Operational debt becomes visible when leaders ask the right questions. Which activities exist only because the process frequently fails? Where are employees using manual spreadsheets, personal notes, or unofficial controls? Which problems require repeated overtime? Where are additional inspections compensating for weak process capability? Which machines require constant adjustment? Which reports need manual correction before they can be used? Which customers or products require exceptions every time? Where does the process depend on one experienced employee? Another useful question is, what would stop working if employees stopped making extra effort? This question often reveals the true condition of the process. Gemba walks are essential. Operational debt may not appear in official documentation. It appears in the real work. Look for duplicated controls, handwritten notes, temporary repairs, repeated approvals, manual transfers, unofficial communication channels, and activities described as, "We always have to do this." These phrases often indicate that a temporary solution has become part of the system. The first step is to make operational debt visible. Create a list of recurring workarounds, temporary controls, unresolved defects, and repeated exceptions. Do not treat every item as equally important. Evaluate each one according to frequency, cost, risk, customer impact, and dependence on human intervention. A simple Pareto analysis can help identify which operational debts create the greatest burden. Next, define ownership. Every significant item should have a responsible person or team. Then investigate the root cause. Why does the workaround exist? What problem does it compensate for? What prevents the standard process from working? Tools such as the 5 Whys, fishbone diagram, process mapping, data analysis, and direct observation can help. The solution should remove the need for the workaround. It may require equipment repair, software improvement, supplier development, process redesign, training, clearer standards, or better workload balance. Finally, remove the temporary control when the improved process is proven stable. Organizations often add controls but never remove them. This creates unnecessary complexity. A temporary measure should have an owner, a review date, and a clear exit condition. Not every exception can be eliminated. Processes must sometimes respond to unusual customers, emergencies, regulatory demands, or unexpected conditions. The goal is not to create a rigid organization. The goal is to manage exceptions deliberately. A controlled exception should answer 4 questions. Why is the standard process not being followed? Who approved the exception? What risk does it create? When will normal operation be restored? If the same exception appears repeatedly, it is no longer an exception. It is evidence that the process or standard must change. This distinction is important. Flexibility should be designed into the process. It should not depend on uncontrolled deviation. A mature organization knows when to follow the standard, when to activate an alternative path, and when repeated exceptions require formal improvement. Operational debt is created every time a temporary solution remains longer than intended. A manual correction, an additional inspection, a repeated emergency repair, an unofficial spreadsheet, an approval outside the system, a process dependent on one experienced employee. Each item may appear small. Together, they create complexity, cost, risk, and instability. The greatest danger is that the organization becomes accustomed to the debt. People believe the process is working because the final result is still delivered. But behind that result, employees are compensating for weaknesses every day. Modern Lean Six Sigma requires more than solving visible failures. It requires removing the hidden conditions that make failure likely. Temporary containment may be necessary, but containment is not improvement. A workaround may protect the customer today, but it should never become the permanent way of working. Make the debt visible. Prioritize it. Assign ownership. Remove the root cause. Update the standard. And eliminate the temporary control when it is no longer needed. Because every shortcut creates a future obligation. And when operational debt is ignored for too long, the organization eventually pays through higher cost, lower capacity, greater risk, and declining performance. In the next episode, we will examine why fast decisions often fail when organizations do not create structured feedback loops. Subscribe to the channel and continue exploring the hidden failures in operational excellence.